Hi everyone, it's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited for this video. It's a new year. I have a couple of videos under my belt now, so I thought it'd be a good time to do a bit of an introduction and show you a little bit of what the first week looked like for me this year, and then do the BookTube Newbie Tag. My name is Rebecca, but I also go by Becca, and I also go by Reba. I have some dear friends that call me Reba, and that is why the channel is named Reba Reads. I live in San Francisco with my boyfriend Jaden and our dog. Her name is Halen, and professionally I work as an interior designer. I love books and reading, and I love consuming any type of media about books and reading. So I thought, why not start creating my own content around it, and here we are. All right, let's get into the questions. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel, to start creating content, like I said, around books and reading, because it's something I love to do, and I also enjoy talking about books. And I saw that there was a community in the YouTube world that encourages people to share their reading, and I thought maybe I could wedge myself into a little corner of the BookTube community, and that would be a good way to express myself and my thoughts on what I'm reading, and also just encourage my reading habits and continue to embrace that hobby. I also am a creative person. Like I said, I work as an interior designer, which is an amazing creative profession, but it can take a long time to complete a project. Sometimes I'm working with clients, anywhere from 6 months to 3 years, it can take a long time. Although it's an amazing way to stretch my creativity. I was interested in creating video content because the turnaround time from beginning of filming and recording through editing to finally posting is a shorter time span, and I was excited to create things that I could see the results faster. I also just wanted to have a creative venture that is for me. I do a lot of creative work for other people right now, and it felt time to just start making things that are primarily for me. Obviously, I'm posting on a social media type platform, a sharing platform. So of course, I also want to invite people to my videos and make space for others here. But primarily, this is a personal project and a passion project that I hope others find interesting. Also, the fact that it's a personal project, I like having a creative outlet that doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. It can, I can learn as I'm going. There's something exciting about making these videos and sharing them and just joining this community. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to make stuff that can evolve over time and is meant to. The next question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? I think just anyone creating a YouTube channel in this BookTube community is going to bring their unique taste and take, and that's what's so cool is being able to see what other people are making, what other people are reading. And so I'm going to just bring my own unique taste in books, and hopefully maybe I'll introduce others to some of my favorite authors that they may not have found otherwise. So that's kind of exciting. I know I am a curious reader, and so if anything, I'm going to try new things and maybe learn more about what I like and what I don't like when it comes to books and different genres. So, okay, the next question is, what are you most excited about for your channel? I mean, everything I've said before is applicable, but I am just excited to read more and get to talk books with more people. Not enough people in my life I can talk books with. Talking about books brings me joy, and I think it's a fun way to relate to others. And so I'm just excited to join this platform where I can just talk about my favorite thing, which is reading. The next question is, why do you love reading? And I love reading because it takes me out of my daily life. It is a bit of escapism. Reading allows me to interact with an art form that helps me make sense of what it is to be. Reading also helps me decompress and just get outside of myself. So, for my mental health. The next question is, what book series got you into reading? And I'd have to say the one that comes to mind is a series of Unfortunate Events. I loved that series in elementary school, and I liked, there was quite a lot, so there was always another one coming out or a new one that I could get at the library or the bookstore. So I feel like if I were to analyze a lot of what I like now, I think it makes sense that kind of dismal, melancholic, hyper-stylized, I don't know, books were my favorite when I was younger. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I want to know if other booktubers feel like this crazy anxiety when they post a video. Like, if anyone remembers as a young person when you had a crush and when you'd spend 45 minutes typing up the perfect text, and then you finally hit send to your crush, and then you just like want to throw your phone out the window. Like that is how I feel every time I upload a video to YouTube. Is it just me? Do other people feel like that? And does it get easier? Because I get so excited to like do all the filming, and then as I'm like editing, I'm like nervous, is any of this good? And then I'll be editing and be like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then as soon as I like upload, I'm like terrified. Or I'm just mortified. I'm like, oh my God. This is so cringy, isn't it? Oh, it's horrible. I don't know. Next question is, what challenges will be the hardest with BookTube? I mean, honestly, my perfectionism is going to get in the way, I'm sure. It's not just going to be a challenge with BookTube. It's just like the biggest challenge of being me. So if I can keep reminding myself that this is for me and for fun, and just remind myself to not take it so seriously that I get in the way of myself. And then also just probably feeling like I need to read certain things just because others are, not losing my individual curiosity and wants and needs when it comes to reading. Next question is, when did you start reading? Like my mom read to me, my parents read to me when I was young before I could actually read, so it was already like the habit had already been formed, and I liked books and going to the library. And then once I learned how to read on my own, I loved it. So from when I was little. The next question is, where do you read? And I read just about anywhere that I have a book, but mostly I read in bed before I go to sleep. I read in the bath. I read on my sofa. I read on public transit, and I love reading on an airplane. It's one of my favorite places to read. The final question is, what kinds of books do you read? I read lots of different things, but I mostly read contemporary and literary fiction. Genre-wise, or when it comes to genre fiction, I think I just tend to like speculative or dystopian fiction. I do read a little bit of nonfiction, but typically memoirs or essay collections. Sometimes just like investigative journalism too, I've enjoyed. And I usually do nonfiction on audio, and I usually like reading fiction in print. I'm hoping that I might discover more types of books and genres as I do this channel. So join me on my journey of exploration, and that's it. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.